Hello my lovelies and welcome to my channel WYRD is a New Black. As most of you know, I'm Kat. Hope you're doing very well out there. This book of card reading is entitled What Are They Hiding, or What is Being Hidden from View. Here we've got the Labradorite, the Carnelian, and a lovely stone I found on the beach with a little hole in it. As ever, please be drawn to your stack and please take a moment to connect in with the energetic of what it is you feel called towards. And yeah, thanks so much for supporting me. Hello to the new followers. Really nice to have you on board. Welcome to those people who have now booked 3 readings with me and are part of the tribe. You now have access to readings that will stay at a flat rate because of your loyalty, and I really appreciate you. Again, thanks for all your personal readings. For those of you who'd like to follow me on Instagram, hopefully the link is popping up now. If not, you'll find it in the description box below as well. So come over there if you want to hear occasional words of wisdom from my lovely guide Crow, and other bits and pieces. So yeah, it'd be lovely to connect with you, and I'm fairly new on there. So come follow me, come support me, and I'll see you as ever on the other side. Hello, Stack Labradorite. Welcome. What is this person hiding? Quite a lot. So, just to clarify that this is your stack, I'm going to talk a little bit about your person. So, I feel like this person is a gambler. We've got the dice up here from the Lenormand, and we've got the casino. That is double confirmation that this person likes to take risks, likes to gamble things. The dice being next to the ring and the Lenormand suggests they like to gamble with things that are of real value. That the ring represents like commitment, contracts, loyalty, steadfast, committed energy. So this person likes to risk commitment is what I'm feeling, likes to take gambles with committed energy. As long as you're committed or the other person involved with them is committed, they feel comfortable to play with that space, to play with that energy. And I feel like this person is somebody who may make out they're purging themselves of this like gambling frequency and that they've laid it to rest, but they also, I feel, go in and out of situations. With the pull down here, it feels like jumping in and jumping out again. And Spirit is showing me, you know, like diving into the shallow end and breaking your face on the floor. And that is what I feel that is going on with your person. I feel like they have made a really bad investment. They have gambled in some kind of commitment, and I'm hearing words pool shark as well. It could be something related to this individual, but I am feeling like they have gambled with a shallow energy, and they've lost something of real value. And this could be material goods because the Page of Pentacles is reversed down here, but we'll get to that. It could be you that they've lost. Very likely for a lot of you, that it's you that they've lost. We've got the West card, which says purge underneath, and the Death card, which says transmigration, right next door to each other. So something is being purged because it's ended. And I think it's whoever was committed to this person, whether it's you, whether it's a friendship or whatever. Like, I think somebody brought loyalty here, somebody brought something of value, and the other person just brought juggling, unreliable, risk-taking, energetic, like hedging their bets is what I'm hearing. And I think whoever's loyal, you, I'm going to presume that's you, is purging, or you're currently purging yourself of this energy, and you have ended something with this person. Now, here we have the sexuality card with Freya. In fact, sexuality's come out twice, with passion, attraction, and sexuality as well underneath here. And this is interesting because I do feel like your person could be a thief of sexual energy. And how do I put that? This person could jump in a risk-taking manner or in a spontaneous manner. Happy-go-lucky is what I'm hearing. Communicate love. And it seemed very innocent or very sweet, but this is actually a well-practiced, well-studied repertoire, potentially. And then call time on a situation in order to kind of leave you in a suspended place. Now, there's not for all of them, but for some of them, this is definitely the case. And this is all to do with stealing sexual energy, because what this does is they build it up emotionally. They appear to be taking a risk in order to activate communication, activate a love energy, activate intimacy, and then pulling back from this space leads you to want them, to want their energy, to return, basically. And it's strong sexual vibes going on here, and it makes them feel attractive. And it makes them feel like they're dominating proceedings, because the creative card says the active yang principle, strength, tenacity, dynamism, inspiration, heaven, masculinity, authority, father. So it feels like it's a means of control is what I want to say. So this is a light thief. And this could be a friendly energy, as in a friendship as well. If it's a friendship, this person wants to cock block you or deny you your natural sexual energy, or in some way compete with you or take from you, take something from you. It's almost single white female kind of energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. It's like this person, you know, feels lesser and feels like they want to formulate this sense of feeling equal to you, and it's deceptive energy. So we've got fall into the ditch makes you wiser from China with this big upturned juggernaut, and the end of an ox is beef, the end of a lie is grief from Madagascar. This person has come a cropper due to deceptive energy. And they have really hit a brick wall with it. It feels like they have hit this creative force, which feels very much like spirit, and literally turned over in a ditch. So they have fallen flat on their face, and they are now grieving because of their own frivolous sexual energy, frivolous gambling nature, because they've risked something of true value, and that true value item has been lost. Now, that item could be an actual loss of resource, or the loss of a contract, or it could be you. And for most of you, I feel it's you. I feel like you are in the process of purging this person from your world, even though they may want to communicate, they may want a friendly energy, they may want to offer something small in terms of their communication. They're definitely spying, is what I want to say. They're definitely spying because they really want to know whether you're with somebody or you're not. Even if this is a friend, they want to know if you're with someone. They want to know if it, like, because they're jealous, or they want to block it, or they, I feel, or they want something more, for sure. And if it is a friend, they're hiding strong sexual interest. And if it's not sexual attraction to you, it's your sexuality or your sexiness that they are really wanting to get in on it. Because look, they've got one match that's lit and one that's not. And this match that's not lit, it's like trying to eke towards the one that's lit in order to ignite itself, in order to share the glory, in order to be perceived on the same level that you are perceived on, because I feel like you're magnetic, you've got chemistry. There's some kind of sparky awesomeness about your energy, which you may well have felt blocked from by this person. And that was in order for them to feel in control. Now, this person may seem spontaneous, may seem frivolous, but they are pretty studied, is what I'm feeling. The Page of Swords down here does indicate a certain level of immaturity of mind, for sure, with this person. But the way that this card is depicted, this person really does their homework. Really does their homework, comes up with all kinds of ideas of how they can foster this sense of love or this sense of companionship or this relationship, but actually it's a shallow gamble is what I'm getting. They jump in quickly, take a risk in order to activate a communication, and it could be really lightweight or really gentle, and then a block is put down, oh no, and they step back, and it's to take the light, it's to thieve the light, because it's a power play is what I'm getting. But this is come a cropper. If they've power played, it's like, what I want to say about this person is that they want other people to find them attractive. They want people to be attracted to them. And the way that they do it is a strategic mental energy, rather than it just being a natural instinct or a natural thing. They actively promote or sort of half promise is what I'm getting. Like they may show or say that they're dedicated. They may indicate that they're going to take a risk or jump in with you. Or, you know, it may look like they're jumping full force in with you and that they're loyal, but they're hedging their bets. They're hedging their bets because it's all about status, money and gain, and them needing to be recognized or needing to be found attractive or to be top of the hierarchical tree is what I'm getting with this. And so they may foster this kind of level of friendliness or intimacy only to try and control proceedings or put a block up or dim your light is what I'm feeling. And you may well have felt blocked, or you may well have felt dimmed by this person. It feels like they could well have successfully stolen that energy, but not anymore, because you've put an end, or there has been an end. And it's spiritually sanctioned. It could well have been brought in by spirit here with this creative energy. And it feels like the death energy has been actively given here. And death is an energy that in the tarot usually feels for me like it's happened to you and you have to adapt. Here it feels like it's somebody has taken the initiative to end something, and I feel like they've ended it with your person. I feel like your person is in the receiving energy of this because of these two dramatic cards down here. It's completely derailed them. And now they're skewered. They're skewered in their own deception or stuck because of a lie. It's like they've got out of the truck and been like, oh God, that was a close call. And then Spirit's been like, you think that's bad? Now there's an ox with pointy horns in the field awaiting for you. And it says the end of an ox's beef, the end of a liar's grief. So this strong conclusion energy here. And even if you are in a grieving process with like grieving the loss of this person or whatever from your life, it's spiritually sanctioned. If you've activated this ending and you're like completely game over, you are strongly not just protected by spirit, but supported in that action by spirit, because it's not going to have this deceptive energy, this frivolous sexual nonsense, this childlike, immature strategizing. There's a whole book of frickin' stuff that this person's not telling you, is what I'm feeling. There's a whole book load of stuff. They tell you little bits and pieces in order to foster like a friendliness or some kind of companionability or love, and then there's a whole wealth of information that they've like study on their own or you know refuse to reveal is what I'm getting. And they are trying to bridge a gap at the moment, so they may want to foster a friendship, although she is on tiptoes walking across this waterfall, bit distracted, bit distracted. This person may be focusing so much on fostering some kind of relationship, and it could be an affair energy that's hidden, or another person that's hidden from view from you, that they're focusing on, like, doing the gameplay of this, that they haven't been paying attention, and they've totally taken a tumble. They've fallen off this energy, because I feel like the spirits brought it down. And with this owl spirit giving me the high priestess vibes, I feel like your intuition has possibly been what's brought it down. Seeing in the dark, like seeing this person's gameplay, seeing this person's strategy, seeing how frivolous, or 1 foot in, 1 foot out, in one thing constant, never. That's what I'm getting here. Now, Onyx Tarot's card, thank you, Onyx, for your gift. They came out upside down, these message cards, so I'm going to read the reversed. First one is the 4 of Cups. I didn't realize how much you meant to me until I lost you. And the 4 of Cups reversed, it's like they sat and they rested, they let things get stagnant. It's another water energy, it's strong water energy coming through, and strong earth energy is what I want to say about this reading. A little bit of air here as well, and then coming into a fire energy as well. But I feel like this is like emotional frivolousness, or, you know, they've really taken a dive into the wrong thing here. They've really like decked themselves, is what I'm getting. Diving into the shallow end and coming up covered like really taken a tumble, and that's what they're hiding. Their energy has taken a tumble. The other card says, all I need is an opportunity. I'll do whatever it takes to succeed, even if hurting the people I love or care about, sorry, it says. And I feel that is exactly what this person has done. They have scrabbled over to try and take the center position, the position of authority, the position of like visibility. They want to be adored, they want to be worshipped, they want to be loved, they desperately want to be found attractive. And they've used deceptive means by doing so, and these deceptive means have made that they have been skewered, and now they're kind of completely spiritually prevented from attaining the thing that they want, which they now really, 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 really want. I mean, Freya, sexual energy, ignition, spark, chemistry, passion, attraction, sexuality, whatever it is that they want. They are desperate for it. And I think it's you saying no has actually made this person like twice as attracted to you, like superbly attracted to you. It's like, wow. Line in the sand, they're seeing you in very dynamic, very strong terms. And I think that you are manifesting, because I'm hearing vortex, and that's giving me Abraham Hicks vibes here. Like, you have manifested all of these things into your vortex, into the universal space, which you are now actively able to palm to palm draw from. That's what I'm getting. Like, it's like a prayer energy, or the creative coming to meet you and touch you with this new beginning, because I'm getting 2 of Wands and Ace of Wands energy of this ignition, spark and chemistry card, and it's making me feel like a decision, very likely to end something, is creating a new beginning, and you are claiming back your light, you're claiming back your sexual energy, because this person is like the proverbial cock blocker. That's what I'm getting. And what they're hiding is that their immaturity, because it's a page, right? Like, immature and distracted and not really paying attention to the things that are value, taking them for granted, hedging their bets, has now meant that they've lost. And it's caused significant damage, possibly to their physical resources here. Definitely feeling extraordinarily stagnant and knowing that they missed the boat. And I feel like this energy, these upright energies are actually you. I don't feel the same. I'm detached from my emotions right now. It's like, yeah, you no longer feel this kind of connection. You no longer feel it. It's like discarded. You don't want it. I feel like you're willing to let spirit deal with it. I'm going places. I'm a believer in my own dreams. So I manifest them into reality. And then it says, what are you up to? I think that there is a curiosity about what's happening with this person in terms of, you know, what are they hiding? Are they still playing the same sort of games? I'm like, you know what? I don't know if they are. I think they might have continued. And if they are continuing, they're about to be landed in it, is what I'm getting. But actually, for most of them, they're in a grieving space. And you can't really play in a sexual arena or frivolously when you're in hard out grief. And I don't think this person had really engaged with their heart energy or their emotional content, certainly hadn't expressed it with the Page of Swords next to the Two of Cups here. And it does feel like genuine love. It does feel like a big energy of love as well, because when death appears and shows us just how much we feel we've lost, and clarified by, you know, I didn't realize what you meant to me until you were gone kind of energy. You know, what it leaves, the gaping hole, the giant ditch of what it leaves is there to show just how much of the heart filled that space, just how much love was invested. And then the realization that it's game over, and confronting the grief of that frequency is really tricky. It's really, really tricky for this person, because I feel like now they understand, because of the loss of it, what they played with so frivolously, what they didn't pay attention to, what they may have lied about. You know, oh, no, we're just friends is something that's coming through. No, we're just friends. It's just friendly. It's just friendly. That's what's coming through. But it could well have been an affair, well have been like some kind of, like they were really drawn to something or really attracted to something or wanted to get in on the act, whether this was a friend with you and your relationship, or whether this is the person that you were involved with, playing around with other people and pretending that they were just mates. I feel like that it was more than that. There was definite sexual content here, and it's because whoever this person is, they cannot turn away from an opportunity to be perceived as being attractive. It's almost like they're attracted to people who find them attractive, even if they don't really find them attractive, because it flatters their ego. But wow, has their ego taken a tumble? And it's taken a tumble because they're in a lot of pain, and that's what they're hiding. They're hiding pain. They're hiding a lot of pain. Because this ox always makes me think of being skewered by your own lie. And I feel like this person's got out of the truck and been like, wow, that was hard. And now Spirit's meeting them going, you think that was hard? This is harder. Much, much harder. Because you're about to be skewered by this lie, because there is no wriggle room. There is no avoiding. And that's why I think this is a game changer for this person, because this transmigration is happening. And it's forcibly so, because Spirit has called time in it, or maybe you've called time in it in alignment with Spirit. And that's a powerful frequency. Spirit is the authority here, not this person. Even if everything they did was to come on top, is to be on top, is to like have the hierarchical energy be focused on them. It's pure ego, and this has taken a tumble because this person, it honestly feels like this person's like breadcrumbing or gives very little and hides the fact that they're gambling behind the scenes, or they're planning on jumping in with another person, or that they are in and out with other people, or in and out with an actual commitment that they gamble with. And that could have been a commitment with you, but it could have been a commitment with somebody else, or but whatever it is, they've gambled something of incredible value. And that is what I'm getting, that you're the valuable item here. You are the valuable item in this particular reading. It's almost like this person gives promises of lightweight, or they give you an impression of commitment. And it's all to do with blocking you from this really intense, like instinctual, sexy, grounded, earthy, sexual energy and root chakra energy that I feel that you have quite naturally, but maybe you've had issues with, or maybe you haven't truly claimed. Because I feel like this person is here to help you claim this energy, and that this process is for you to be able to shed the skin of the former self. Know that you don't deserve lightweight energy, and that you are, you can't fall. Don't fall for, this desire to be friendly or communicate when this person is saying nothing. They're saying something but nothing. They're not saying anything. You need to purge, if you haven't already, but I think most of you have. Purge this person so that you can be ready for what is owed to you. And what is owed to you is powerful fire force, powerful earth force as well here, equal give and take. Both of these sparklers are lit in this card with these two people here. Both of them are lit. Instead of somebody taking from your energy and claiming that it's theirs, you kind of running out of steam and them running off with what you've gifted them. And maybe it's that they see you as attractive, and like that's enough to fuel them to kind of jump from your energy into a different energy whereby they're the ones that are perceived as attractive. It's like they need to win, this person potentially, but they've gone too fast here, and they haven't gifted what they've needed to gift in terms of their emotional content. And maybe they have been missing you for a while if you're not in contact, and they haven't said so. They have kind of come at it on an intellectual level and not articulated from the depth of the heart space. They've treated it like it wasn't much, or it was shallow, or it was something that could easily be lost, and now it has been lost, and now they realize just how significant it was and how truly they've lost it. But it's also that you can claim the sexual energy and be proud of it, be proud of yourself, be proud of it, and don't give it away to people who don't deserve it, who are not offering you equal return, who are not offering you the same level of passion, the same level of commitment, the same value. It's about removing your flame and not allowing the approach of that until you meet somebody, and you may well do soon, is my vibe from this, who has their own spark, who has their own flame. So yeah, you're super spiritually protected, and I really, really want to say that if you have transformed this, if you have ended a situation here, if you have said no more and put up a really significant boundary to this person, and have turned your back and are not dealing anymore, then you're about to encounter a brand new beginning. You're going to feel all that juicy life force and vibrant instinctual energy coming back into play. You are going to feel more attractive. You're going to look more attractive. You're going to start attracting strongly maybe a number of people who want to get in on your action or get up close and personal. Again, don't let them anywhere near you if they're not bringing their own magnetism, if they're not bringing their own spark, if they're looking to just bounce off your energy, because you may well attract that again. But I am feeling that you won't put up with it. It's a no. It's a no from you. It's a no from spirit. And so this person is hiding that they feel catastrophically derailed, skewered on their own deceptive energy, immature, reckless, and sad at the loss. And to be completely honest, there's absolutely no way of avoiding the fact that they have brought this upon themselves. This may well feel like a karmic energy that they're up against. and they cannot control the situation. They cannot control you. I feel that makes you even more attractive to this person. Be very wary if they come in with communication, especially if they're saying nothing while saying something. Don't engage, disengage, end it for good. And that's what they're hiding. They're hiding the consequences of their behaviour. Hope that resonated, and if it does, please like, subscribe, share, drop me a comment. Thanks, guys. Hello and welcome, Stack Carnelian, this beautiful piece of carnelian. I'm going to put this rock up here with the redness energy going on in these cards at the top. Well, this is an interesting reading, and for some of you, I feel like this reading may apply to you. So maybe you've picked a stack asking what you're hiding from yourself or something like that. Even if you haven't, and this is your person, this is not something I feel that they are actively hiding from you or trying to keep from you. I think this is a fairly transparent energy. I don't feel any kind of subterfuge in this energy at all. What I am feeling, however, that might not be obvious from the outside is that this person is standing on the brink, literally standing on the brink of a brand new ascent within themselves primarily, but it could be a change of location or an upgrade in work, change of work, or just kind of leveling up on the physical here in terms of money, in terms of security as well here. This is very interesting because they're two very strong frequencies here and they're very different. So it could be as well that for some of you, your person has or is dealing or has been dealing with another situation, maybe another person. Could be family stuff here with a home, family and comfort card. At the very least, this person has not felt supported. This person hasn't been supported in my view. And what's really stepping out to me is the number of staffs or wands. We've got the staff card foundation up here. We've got the wanderer holding another staff there. We've got the rider holding a pole. We've got the three of wands there. And we've got the king of wands here. The implication being that there's another wand being held here. And then the holding of things with the fuel station card as well. This person has held down a lot is what I want to say. And they've held and supported a number of other people too. And they've somehow managed to still hold on to something vital and important within them in order to reclaim. This is the soul retrieval card and it says reclamation. In order to reclaim aspects of themselves that are fundamentally changing their pathway. Fundamentally. It feels like almost like the ghost of a lover in a sense here with this card. So it could be like a situation in the past that this person has dealt with. So it could be love in a romantic sense, or it could be a domestic situation, or it could be that, you know, there was a partner in a domestic situation, that sort of thing. But it feels very much like this person is laying something to rest, putting it to bed, and they're doing it by claiming their fire force. Yes, this person, yes. This is really impressive energy. This is really inspirational energy. This is somebody with immense strength. And it's been rough. It's been rough on this person is what I want to say. It's been really, really, really hard. Really hard. But they have somehow managed to convert burden into a new start or a leveling up. So what we've got here, I'm really drawn to the industrial zone here. You can see that there's a lot of smoke kicking out this chimney. And next to the Wanderer card, I had to put them together because look at the fog, look at the smokiness going on here. I feel that this person has been up against another energy that feels like it's actively attempted to confuse or make hazy the pathway, make hazy this person's energetic. Drowsy is what I'm getting as well. The lack of clarity that's been given to this person as to why they haven't been supported or why they have actively been made to feel very sad about a situation. Look at this sad face, and it says sad hours seem long. This is my Proverbs oracle cards, and I feel like this person has really struggled to get themselves out of what feels like fairly intense stagnation, a polluted or corrupted energetic in their environment, in their auric field potentially. And also I feel like they've been really in the hermit mode here. Always gives me vibes of the hermit, this card, the Wanderer. It says traveling, adventure, movement, coping with unfamiliarity, a pilgrimage, aloneness, broaden your horizons. And in talking about this foggy situation that this person has been dealing with, it has felt like a pilgrimage. That's really, it's been having to put one foot in front of another despite real sadness or a sense of feeling dislocated or isolated or very much alone in an unfamiliar space. But they have broadened their horizons. They have traveled through this. And that word adventure, well, that comes up over here. Adventure is for the adventurous. Adventures are for the adventurous, sorry. And then we've got the Three of Wands, which for me is like on the brink of an adventure. And look, she's standing with a surfboard here as well. So it's like ready to jump into the mix in some way. And I feel like that's where this person has been really hard. And that they are on the cusp. They're on the cusp. So this person feels like they support. They're very supportive. They hold space. They support. They assist people. There's a healing energy around this person. They help people reclaim aspects of themselves. That's what they do. They guide. And I'm hearing my rod and staff. That's from the Bible. My comfort still. Yes, it's from that wonderful passage in the Bible that talks about how the God force or source energy is the strength, is the backbone, is the protector, is the accompanier. Well, this person will never be alone when spirit is present. And I feel like that's what's changed this situation, them clinging to the fire of the spirit, even when their fire was completely depleted, is what I want to say. I feel like this person's had to spend a lot of time recuperating or resting or trying to find comfort in what has felt like a sad process and almost unending process here. I get the impression here of like a mountain almost, that this person has attempted to try and navigate a very difficult impasse. And it's almost like, in a sense, they have not seen the journey that they have gone on because of this fogginess. They couldn't really see how far they'd come or see the right way forward. But what Spirit is showing me is like the fog clearing shows them that they have come a long way, a long way from where they set out. And they've actually avoided really precarious pitfalls that would have filled them with like dread and maybe would have stopped them in their process had they known how close to jeopardy they were, but they weren't shown because they needed to just keep fumbling onwards, is what I'm getting. So what they're realizing is that spirit was there the whole time. The whole time, this person's faith energy was what preserved them, maybe from like really to fall. It says to fall is no shame, but to remain fallen is. That's a proverb from Sweden. You'll see you've got loads more cards because there were several that fell out, and I just decided to take the ones that fell out. This person has had to go inward. This person has had to face a very sorrowful, heavy energy, clouds above their head, clouds impacting their comfort zone, their home space, their sense of being at home with themselves. Could well have been, like I say, a family situation, or a lover that they'd hoped for, or they'd hoped better from, or something like that. And it feels like a ghost of the past in a sense, because this person is truly packing up these things. I feel like this person has dealt with somebody who was a continual drain on their energy, or actively blocked them from feeling stable. And this smoke, I have to come back to it, because there could be some witchy poo energy going on here. And I honestly, don't take it if it doesn't resonate. But I very much feel like this smoke, Spirit is showing me the smoke almost has its own consciousness, that it has emitted from somewhere or something or someone who has actively attempted to confuse or baffle or prevent this person from feeling stable or at home or comfortable, that wanted them to feel sad, that wanted them to feel like under a cloud. So maybe there's been some judgment here, is what I'm getting to, of this person. And it comes from it's coming from another frequency, another energy, who is stuck in a depressive space, who does wander around with like negative energy, and who feels familiar and comfortable in creating a toxic environment, or an environment that is thick or depressive, or because misery loves company, right? And it feels like they've been dealing with somebody who is kind of essentially miserable, who maybe doesn't want to be on their own, or doesn't like to face that energy, or who is who's looking for an active adventure maybe, but is risk averse. And I feel like your person has been a bit risk averse because they have felt so completely depleted. What I'm seeing here, these are Lenormand cards. We've got the Rider and the Well. The Well is an extra card from Sarah Manchetti's deck. In my mind, I always look in the well to see what the water level is. And Spirit is showing me two levels here. It's showing me empty, and that's like triggering this fuel station energy. It's like running on empty, running on fumes is what I'm getting. Knowing that there needs to be a refueling of energetic, a reclaiming of energetic. And it feels, and the Rider for me is often a message or news that has come in, maybe at speed. And what's happened here is that this person has suddenly realized that they are dry or they are empty of resources when it comes to this situation, either with a family or with a lover or an ex-lover is what I want to say for most of these people. And they're turning it around because they're like, do you know what? I'm refueling. And so they've had to spend a lot of time on their own dealing maybe with the shadow self of sorrow or loneliness, is what I want to say here as well. Because we do have the unmistakably powerful energy of Kali up here. And this card is actually bringing me really good vibes. And I'm hearing, I am Shiva, destroyer of worlds. And I feel like this person is claiming this energy in a really authentic way and saying, I am destroying that which has gone before. I will not have this clouded, muddled, bad spell of an energy that has been put into their space, or lack of support, lack of foundation, because it does say foundations under the staff card. And I feel like they have offered foundations. So this for me could be like people pleasing energy as well here. They have offered support, they've offered foundations, they've given what they can, but it's got them nowhere, and it's got them feeling very stagnant. And when they required foundations, they felt that they didn't get support. They didn't have what was needed to be offered to them. It wasn't reciprocated. They were dealing with people in the ego space who were trying to hold them from their light, is what I'm getting. Hold them from their purpose, hold them from their upgrading energy. Or just hold them because they were scared of being alone. Scared of feeling isolated, scared of, But Kali, and she is an aspect of Shiva. She is an aspect of Shiva. She is a highly destructive force, but like with most awesome, spiritual, allegorical destroyers, there is creativity and active means in her space to confront fear. Because that's what this says, fear. And I feel like this could have been a conditional energy that this person has grown up with, again, with home family comfort. It could very well have been that. Or they've dealt with somebody like this in their home environment, or a member of their family, like I say. Or a lover that has triggered these issues, similar issues. But in general, this person has spent some time considering, some time fighting through this journey to get to the other side, and they are mastering this. Meditate, breathe, and master. It feels clear. It feels perspective has been brought and is being brought, because this is a process for this person, into this situation. What I'm seeing with this upturned cone here is them offering something lovely and it being not just discarded, but literally thrown out of their hand by a petulant energy that doesn't think it's enough, or that always wants to be filled up. It's like a spoiled child almost, but it could be within them. This could be two aspects of themselves. If there's no one else involved here, it's definitely them with them. But I feel like, and I don't necessarily think they've been dealing with a child, I feel like they've just been dealing with a very petulant energy. And I am being drawn to read the King of Wands, here, in the reverse. People are tired of my egotistical nature. I'm finding it hard to be faithful and tell the truth. I feel like this person has dealt with this, has dealt with people like this, and has grown tired of their egotistical nature, their petulance, their refusal to accept what's being offered. And so this person is withdrawing their energy and reclaiming it, and no longer offering it, or no longer offering support and foundation to those that just create foggy situations, or try and make their road harder, or bring their energy down, make them feel sad or depressed or depleted. Now the King of Wands upright feels like them. I find power in my ability to lead with integrity. Strong integrity. Strong integrity. I love life and I take charge of mine. Yes. And that's exactly what this person is doing. They're claiming the one. They're claiming the staff. They're claiming their healing capability. This person has healing capability. The other thing that's interesting about this is they're integrating either the masculine. I feel like they're integrating the masculine in a healthy way via a powerful feminine energy. Carly is a very masculine interpretation of a feminine energy, right? And that they're recognizing that within the receptive mode, within the feminine energy, within the holding space and the receiving and the allowing, is a very dynamic, powerful force that will not be rolled over, that will be respected, that won't be fucked with. Don't fuck with Carly. Like, literally, it's feeling very positive. They're moving from a space of being, I feel, a bit like a doormat, or a bit like, again, having things set against them to actively confuse them, to actively keep them in a space of stagnation. And again, it does feel like external energy, it does feel like intentional energy. And that's why I'm feeling that magical, especially with the staff, like magical practice in this. In order to destabilize this person, in order for them to kind of feel empty, they are picking that stuff up, and boy, are they going to be able to wield it. Boy, they are coming rapidly to a place where they will not be trucked with, and I'm loving it. I am loving this energy. They really feel that whatever went before, they lost vital aspects of themselves. Soul retrieval. They lost aspects, like they've lost an essential light or something primal in themselves, in this energetic. Yes, something wondrous and beautiful. And now they are claiming like literal God, goddess energy back. I am the god or the goddess of my world. I am Kali. I am Shiva, destroyer of the inauthentic, destroyer of the worlds of those who choose to roll over my energy. And they don't actively go to destroy it. They're not actively picking up arms and causing bloodshed. What they are doing is claiming their force back, which is in turn destroying the ability of anybody to cast doubt or fog or confusion in their space. So I just have to shout out to Onyx. Thank you, Onyx, for these message cards. This one is the 8 of Wands that popped out in reverse. I'm so burnt out, I need a vacation. So this person has been drained dry here. And I feel like it's more than one person that they've had to deal with that has kind of been vampiring of their energy, is what I want to say. But they are in a space of healing. They may be going for healing. They may be doing powerful, magical work, is what I'm getting from this person. I feel like their magical capability is really second to none here. In order to refuel, they're filling up their tank. They're doing it by meditating. They're doing it by mastering. They're doing it by breathing through, by cutting through the fog with clarity, with perception, with spirit. This says, I want it now in the upright. And I feel like they've dealt with very demanding energy. Very demanding. And it's made them feel that maybe they've been rejected. Yes, they've been rejected. And horribly. And without reason. And when they were trying to offer something kind or nice or a gift or support or friendliness, and it's been thrown on the floor. To fall is no shame, but to remain fallen is. I feel like they've been in this space of feeling really rejected or feeling abandoned or feeling alone and unsupported for some time. And now they're like, you know what, I can't stay in this space because it's not fair to me. It's not fair. It is shameful to be stuck here, to be stuck feeling depleted. So this person is capable of taking responsibility for their own well-being and their welfare and their own journey. But I really feel like they've been led astray, and it does feel like shame is a large aspect of what has kept this person confined and in a fear zone. Being shamed, being humiliated, that's coming across as well. That underlying insecurity has allowed people to ambush this person energetically and maybe forcefully as well, or attack their credibility or attack their sense of security. Instead of offering them security or offering them support, they have been, I feel, criticized and undermined when they needed support the most, the absolute most. So this is the kind of person that is averse to showing their vulnerability, because on a number of occasions when they've shown their vulnerability, that's when people have attacked. Because what they haven't seen, which other people may have seen, is the unbelievable strength of will to carry on. This is somebody that may have hit the deck on a number of occasions and had to recover on a number of occasions, because they know that to remain in that space is to remain in shame, and that they can't have that. They may be in a non-communicative zone at the moment. They may not want to communicate this energy because the Eight of Wands is in reverse, and the Eight of Wands is a communication card. And I feel like they also may have had an idea of what they wanted and what they were aiming towards, and tried to get there, but only ever found themselves in transit midway, not actually getting to the goal until they've released on something, released on wanting what they wanted, which they no longer want, is my feeling. Yeah, I feel it felt like if I put that next to the industrial zone momentarily, it's like, I don't know, it gives me vibes of like a 70s horror. But in the 70s, when they made horror movies like The Shining, part of the horror of that movie is its isolation, is its kind of emptiness, is that kind of surrealistic weirdness of it. And again, I am feeling that energy is something that this person has had to kind of travel through. It's been, there's no one here in this ticket booth, and it feels kind of outmoded and industrial, with the industrial zone here, and sort of sparse and grey, and yeah, very, very sludgy, difficult, hard-going energy. And they've done what they can to recoup, and so they haven't really been in the mix on a social level, I don't think. This person's had to defend their small sense of stability in the past in order to reclaim a sense of foundational space. But now I'm hearing, she's got a ticket to ride and she don't care. This person is now punching a new ticket. They're literally spiritually entering into a new concept of adventure. And the stairs in this card, I mean, look at the ascent that this person is ascending. They are overcoming the fear factor here. And there's going to be news of a new water level in this Lenormand card, and that water level is they are rejuvenating, it's refreshing, it's filling up, and it will come to overflowing, and they are going to be moving at speed to something they genuinely desire. It's a genuine wish, and they might have to move, or they might have to upgrade their work, or they might have to change their work position or take themselves more seriously. But because they're reclaiming the shadow force, and they are not afraid now of the teeth and the claws of Kali, and they are claiming that energy in a healthy dynamic that says, no, you will not deplete me, you will not burn me out. I want what I want now. They are going to be coming into a communication mode, and that is going to be them indicating that they are punching a new ticket. They are going on a new journey. This person might even be going on a vacation. They may well be traveling in some degree. If they are, this is really good. This is really good. There needs to be change here. They are right on this change. The more that they reclaim of energies that have been taken from them, stolen from them, the more that they claim it back, the more that these new exciting things are going to start coming in, and it's going to be one great thing after another, and there's going to be opportunities, so many that this person won't know what to do with it almost, but it's going to feel exciting and exuberant, and they're going to take charge of their energetic, and they are not going to remain fallen. They will not remain fallen. They have done so much work on themselves to get through this, and I feel this is really great energy. There's been a lot of suffering. This person has had a cross to bear. Look at the marking on that stone. They've really suffered in some way, shape or form, or maybe in multiple ways, or maybe over a long period of time, and they have struggled through, and now this person is going to emerge, and people will be intimidated by the emergence of the power in this person, but they do not give a damn any longer. That people-pleasing energy is like gone. So they're not actively hiding anything in a bad way, but what you might not see is that this person is in a very powerful transitional energy, and it very little is going to stop that now, because they are not dealing with people who are egotistical, heavy, sending them murky energies, not willing to be faithful, not willing to tell the truth, not willing to stand in their court when they need somebody to stand in their court. They're not willing to deal with people who only think of their own gain, or who lean on them, because lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. This person has been lent on because they are such a good friend. They are such a good, reliable individual. And they will not have that taken for granted anymore. And this is absolutely awesome. They may be scared of this change. They may be scared of this ascent a little bit, but their genuine curiosity and their genuine need to adventure and ascend their energetic is going to override it, because I feel like they're befriending Kali, and what a powerhouse to have in your court. Anyway, that's all I got for you, and I really hope it resonated, and if it did, please let me know. Drop me a comment, and like and share, and any engagement with my channel is really good for me. Thanks, lovelies. I'll read for you again soon. Hello, Stack Beachstone here. Interesting choice, because there's so much water in this reading. There's the ocean behind this card, the ocean here. This feels very watery. We've got the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups up there. So yeah, this is a very watery space is what I'm getting. And I am feeling that this has got a lot to do with subconscious energy. And also I'm feeling that Spirit is saying, water is a very powerful healing agent or a very powerful energy for you at this point, whether it's drinking more, immersing in it, connecting with it in the shamanic sense, being in nature, which is a very powerful energy also coming through around water. Again, I'm feeling all of that is helpful, and maybe there is some connection here to the beach or to the coast with you, with your person, or just being very drawn to water in an elemental energy, on a magical space. So I'm not quite sure where to start here. There's strong magic here. There is strong magic. Right, I'm going to start with tree people because I love trees. They're like literally my favorite thing. So there's a reason why trees are at the heart of so many religious, shamanic, faith-based practices. You've got the Bodhi tree in Buddhism, you've got the world tree in Norse mythology. This is your shamanic card talking about like the cosmic energy of trees, the consciousness of trees. And in shamanism all over the world, trees are revered, not just because they're there, not just because we were idiots going, oh, we'll worship a tree then, but because there is a strong understanding of a symbiotic relationship that we have with trees, but also, as my guide puts it, trees straddle worlds. So he said that they can exist in multiple dimensions at the same time. That's what he tells me, especially if the tree is well established or holds a very powerful consciousness within. Also, you've got the tree of life, tree of knowledge, from the Genesis story, which is coming forward here to me as well, because we've got the snake down here and a tree here. And that is sparking like that story, that allegorical story. The tree of life and the tree of knowledge, as far as I'm concerned, same tree. Same tree. Can't have one without the other and be balanced. So what I'm feeling here, and they're called the standing people. The tree people are called standing people to the shamanic tribes because they are respected as consciousness. And then next to that consciousness, we've got the upper world card, which says future. And the upper world is all about deities. It's all about God, goddess, force, or as my guide likes to put it, broad streams of well-established consciousness. And again, we've got a tree in the background here. So there is some kind of connection with strong, natural, deific space, is what I want to say here. Could be shamanic, what do I want to say? Spirit guide energy with the owl. It's giving me that high priestess vibes as well. Or it's some kind of God force. My guide wants to point out that consciousness itself is like source energy, is everything. It's the fabric of reality, of all realities. It is not deity. Deity is a consciousness stream. So he's like showing me the ocean. Good allegory because it's everywhere in this reading. And he's showing me within the ocean a current, a very powerful current. And that would be what you can call deity consciousness, or it's still a lot bigger than us kind of thing. It's still very powerful, but it is not the ocean. So he just wants to stipulate that. There has been some kind of, it feels strongly like there's been some kind of ritual or magic or actively asking of support from a powerful energy stream, whether that be a spirit guide, whether that be a god or goddess frequency here. Because I feel like it's come to aid in this situation. And I feel like it's come to aid you in this situation. And what you can't see is that it's bringing it down on this person. Because what I feel like this person's energy is kind of over here, and that your energy is kind of over here. But I feel like it's bringing it down on this person's energy in order to help them cope with their own version of events that you may have gone through with them, is what I'm getting here. Up here, we've got the Three of Swords in reverse. Even though it hurt me deeply, I'm ready to move on. Thank you, Onyx, for your beautiful message cards. Onyx Tarot made these for me. And then the Two of Cups in reverse, I find it hard to relate or to understand you. Can we get on the same page? So I feel like some kind of relationship, somebody's ready to move on from it. And what's being hidden here is that somebody's ready to move on from it. And it may be your person is ready to move on, or it may be that somebody is ready to move on from them, and maybe you are the person that's ready to move on from them. I do feel like your person could be dealing with another person with the Three of Swords, or other people even, in this particular reading. There's been a big blowout here. There's been an argument, and it feels full on, and they're literally being cast out, proverbially cast out of the garden. Like, could have been a strong temptation, sexual transgression. With the snake next to the whip, it's like, woo, energy, strong energy. But what it's giving me is like this whip force, dealing with this snake force. It's like they're going head to head. It's loggerheads. So somebody's really pissed off with your person, or your person's really pissed off with somebody. Again, take what resonates. And it's because they've been caught red-handed is what I'm getting, because Spirit is showing me a hand, a red hand. So somebody's been caught or called out, or and they feel some kind of way about it. Oh, they're writhing, and the ego is writhing. It's like a frenzy energy. Underneath, we've got, if you find you're in a hole, stop digging. So this person is making it worse for themselves if they are lashing out, or if they're being aggressive, or if they're saying mean things, or if they, this could be hidden from view that they're saying mean things, or, but next to that, stop digging energy is one does not rub buttocks with a porcupine, which is very wise advice from Ghana. And it makes me feel like, whether it's your person, whether it's somebody dealing with your person, somebody here is a prickly pain in the neck. Like they're aggressive, could be physically aggressive as well here. They want to cause pain, injury. They want to harm. They want to harm because they've been trying to escape something. They've been trying to escape some kind of reprisal, or some kind of energy owed to them is what I'm getting. I'm hearing what goes around, goes around, goes around, comes back around. So this is, it could be a magical return with the strong magical energy that I'm getting here. This could be a magical return. Or they've used, or they've connected with a deity's stream of consciousness, and they've really disrespected it, and now they're getting their ass kicked, potentially, by that energetic. Maybe they've used it to evade or hide, is what I'm getting. But they've dug themselves into this position, and it feels very emotional with this watery flavour about this. It feels like they're emotionally all over the show, and it could be being expressed with like strong poisonous energy, or strong desire to maneuver, manipulate, strategize their way out, but they're caught in the hole. Any maneuvering in that way is going to get them in deeper, is what I'm getting. And somebody else, whether that be you or someone else, Just don't want to deal with this anymore. It's too prickly, it's too painful. Three of Swords in reverse, it's too painful. Even though you hurt me deeply, I'm ready to move on. Ready to go, I'm ready to leave it. I'm done here. Two of Cups in reverse. I find it hard to relate or to understand you. Can we get on the same page? No, I don't think. I think it's a no from Spirit there. I think this person really, really, really hurt you. I think that you may have thought that they were your person, or that there was a close affiliation here, or that it was great when you were together and things were going well. But they've really hurt somebody. I mean, maybe they're in a relationship with somebody else, like I say, but like somebody's like been really hurt and they're done with it. You hurt me deeply, but I'm ready to go now. I'm ready to turn my back on this. I am moving on from this situation, even if I've got very little. We've got the Campsite card here. Even if I have to tent it, I will level up to the mobile home kind of thing. But either way, this is a transient energy. It's moving. And it feels like a temporary movement before they're going to hit a space of like rest or stillness. Maybe they have to go short distance to get the hell away in order to rejuvenate. Keeping still, meditation, self-renewal, composure, detachment, self-acceptance, equanimity and serenity. Whoever this god force or goddess force, or I want to say fae force as well, like nature force and energy stream is working on behalf, could be moon energy up here as well, is what I'm getting. The person that has activated this frequency or called on assistance from the higher realms or spirit guides or whatever, and that very much could be you, doesn't have to do anything. They just have to sit and wait for this energy to roll around. What goes around comes around. So I feel like this person could have made you feel excluded, or really knocked your sense of strong foundation. Maybe it felt pretty flimsy, but you got perspective somehow in this process, and I feel somebody else is in this process with them. Like either they're leaving somebody who's this toxic, poisonous, angry, competitive, jealous, fraught, frenzied, aggressive energy, or that's them and somebody is leaving them. Somebody is like, doesn't care what they have got, whether it's very little even. What they've realised is that they've got to put their self-care at the heart of matters. With the Ace of Cups down here, this is a self-care card. And it's a new beginning on an emotional level. It's a freshness. It's a washing clean with the Queen of Cups. There's some kind of frequency coming in that's so watery that is washing this energy, and it feels very subconscious, very much in the dream space with the depth dreams and intuition card. You might be doing a lot of work when you're sleeping. You might be waking up feeling tired, or you might be actually meditating, and this is settling energy, and it's pouring in. The intuition is pouring in with that little owl up here. It's pouring into understanding. It's activating the heart energy. It's opening to a new road, a new pathway, a new perspective. And all you have to do, it feels very internal, this frequency as well. I think someone's in the doghouse here, and I'm just getting that energy with the campsite. I feel like somebody may have been cast out, or maybe you felt cast out or rejected. But this energy is turning around on the person that did this, because they may have lashed out and it may have been really cruel, and all they've done is injured their own stability. The Tree People says sustenance. So again, I am feeling like strong self-care in terms of the body, in terms of the water, the emotional content in particular. Now, you had a spare card that fell out: before God and the bus conductor, we are all equal. Before the gods and the bus conductor, which seems to be also the gods, we are all equal. And this is interesting because there's two buses here, and I feel like this is where spirit calls, whether somebody gets to travel forward or whether they get stuck, and whether they get left waiting for the next mode of transport. And I feel like somebody is getting left to fend for themselves or to deal with the consequences of their own horrible behavior. I mean, there's no two ways about this. This person, somebody has been horrible. And what you might not be seeing is that the consequences are coming down. It feels like a form of cosmic reprisal or cosmic punishment. And and they may have to deal with like strong aggressive energy from somebody else, like strong abusive energy from somebody else. Because it feels very abusive, this space. Because this person is clever. Whoever the snake is representing here, they're clever. And they use conflict. They use conflict in terms of striking out and pushing people out and power play. But there are streams of consciousness that are bigger than them. That are much bigger than them. And this is what's happening here. This feeling of the Wheel of Fortune, this circular energy in these cards, like what goes around comes around. I keep hearing that. The wheel is turning, I feel, in your favour, and you are being asked with the Morgan Le Fay here with the Rhythms card, and she looks like she's holding a coin here. And these are the triple goddess, the triple-headed aspect of the moon. So, you know, the waning full and waxing moons are going on here. And it's when suits you best, when suits you to work, to play, to rest, to... It's about putting your energy, and physically so, at the top of your priority list. At the top. This is about self-care. And I'm always drawn to the bone that is attached to this belt. There's strong magic here, strong shamanism, and the wings, there's a protective energy here. There's protective energy here. I feel like somebody's been vilified and doesn't deserve to be. And I feel again like this is you, that the work, effort and job, there's work going into this renewal, this self-renewal. And it's via your intuition, it's via your emotional connection and emotive and subconscious connection with spirit. Because some of you are very powerful psychics, very powerful magic, very powerful psychic capability going on up here, but sensitive energy. Impacted, heartfelt, and it's hit the heart space. This person's hurt your heart, or people even have hurt your heart. Could have been involved in or to do with the place or location in which you work. Could have been, somebody at work, or something to do with your job. But I feel like there's effort being put into like a new energy with that. There's a new drive towards something emotional, whether it's new work or a new form of employment. That's kind of something that could be coming up here. Doesn't have to be though. But I feel like this person is going to have to deal with being in the doghouse. Is going to have to deal with kind of eking towards their own self-renewal. It does feel like they're going to be treated the way that they treated you, or maybe that's what's hidden from view, that this is already going on, and that they know better than anyone else, is what I want to say with this. Before God and the bus conductor, we're all equal. But they're also no worse than anybody else either. And there has to be a balance with those energies. We all have our skill sets, and we may be stronger or more pronounced than some people in some of them and less in others, but there's always an equal level of importance. And maybe they didn't treat you as important. Maybe that you were someone they didn't see as equal, and they're gonna be surprised. They're gonna change their mind on that. I mean, I really feel it's like 160-degree turnaround for this person, 180 degrees, I should say, whereby they kind of have to come to terms that they've got to take care or put effort into their own, into loving themselves, in order to get away from this bullying energy, or this energy that has felt that is very, very angry, or seeks reprisal, or is prickly as hell. And because it's turning around on them, or they are this energy. But I feel like it's happening to them, and to most of them I feel like it's going to, or it's already happening to them. And they are, or they're being punished. They're being actively punished by someone in authority, maybe. Somebody that has got governance in this situation. Somebody who provides sustenance. Could be, a partner or a parent or again, it's somebody with a stronger energetic stream who has the final say in this process, or is like the fates kind of thing. It feels very much like the fates. This is very mythological energy that's coming through, a very sort of Greek mythology or Nordic mythology, or there's reprisal for some kind of action that was really underhand, is what I want to say. Underhand, vicious. It was meant to harm. And now it's coming back around. So I think my hunch is that they meant to harm you, that you are now detached, that you've transited, that your energy is lightening, that you're connecting with the self, that there's self-renewal, that you're working out your own rhythms, that you may be approaching your work or your job or what you do differently, or how you regulate your energy, connecting in with your psychic capabilities and definitely with your magic. This person is kind of left to deal with being stuck in this hole. And the more that they dig it, if they tell more lies, it's going to get worse. If they are aggressive, it's going to get worse. They stand under the same sky. That's what I'm hearing. They stand under the same sky as everybody else. The same lessons are available, the same growth and opportunities are available to this person. They may be physically cast out in a situation and struggling to survive, potentially. They may be struggling to find work, or to get into a rhythm with work, or be distracted at work. There may be no movement in that arena for them until they've had time to consider the depth of the hurt that they've caused, potentially, or the depth of how and work on the subconscious. Because the journeying factor that goes with the shamanic cards, they engage us with our alternative energy, with a higher self aspect. The upper world feels like the higher self aspect, and the higher self knows that it needs to recognize spiritual forces as being bigger, or it's not about you trying to maneuver or control them. It's about being in alignment with them so you don't get decked. So it's not the wave's fault if you're standing in front of it and you're going to get smacked in the face. You can work with the power of that energy but you can't work against it. It's just against the natural laws is what I'm hearing. Yeah, so strong consciousness frequency, strong magical frequency. If you're not connected to magical practice or ritual, I really feel like you're being encouraged to do that. Go do some tree magic, or do some shamanic journeying, or pray, or connect with your spirit guide, or because you are activating this energy not just by releasing it, but by asking for justice, asking for fairness in this situation. Although most of you have activated this and decided that justice is owed to you, and this may be about speaking up as well about the pain that this person has caused you, or people, again, could be more than one. And wearing that as a badge of honor, not being afraid to show your big-heartedness, because that in itself is like the wave, is the power force. So even if you feel a bit out at sea at the moment, is what I want to say, or shaky, or that you're literally in transit between one job or another job, or location or another location, or anything like that, or in transit between like a community and another community, or this person and a different person, I feel like this is firming up at speed. We go from the campsite to the mobile home to the keeping still. So it feels like, yeah, and this person is blocked energetically from moving on until they've done this work on themselves. And that may be what is hidden from view here. The fact that there is karma going down is what I'm feeling here. And I really hope that resonated. And if it did, please drop me a comment and like and subscribe and share. And yes, engage with my channel. It really helps me. Thank you so much. Bye.